Hello everyone! In this video we are going to do swatches and I'll give you a review for MAC's brand new Loud and Clear collection. This is their Spring 2020 collection, so if you want to see what the colors truly look like and what my first impressions are of the formulation and quality of the products, then this is the video for you. Make sure you keep watching. Subscribe to the channel first and hit that notification bell. Follow Allura Beauty on Instagram, and of course if you missed the latest video then I will link that in the upper right hand corner for you to check out. All right, let's get to looking up close at MAC's new Loud and Clear collection. So as I said, this is the Spring 2020 collection from MAC. I will also be doing a full separate dedicated review for the Glow Play blushes. That's a new line and formulation of blushes that MAC has just released, so stay tuned for that. For the Loud and Clear collection here, MAC says, express yourself with the fresh look of the spring season. Powdered up pastels and darling neutrals for eyes, lips, and cheeks, applied with transparent self-expression. The collection includes everything that you see in front of you, plus a set of lip glosses. I didn't get the lip glosses just because they're just not a product that impresses me ever, so that's the only thing that I will not be showing you in this video. As you can immediately tell, there is limited edition or special packaging that is a clear color consistent with the name of the collection, and you can also see that the shades are fairly wearable, so it's a very kind of neutral spring collection. Let's start with probably the most captivating part of the collection, which are the two extra dimension skin finishes. These are retailing for $37 each. These are described as multi-reflective highlighters designed to sculpt and highlight for a luminous, well-defined finish. So you have the clear packaging here, but otherwise it's the same form as the normal MAC compacts, and you get this raised design on the pans. Kind of reminds me of if you looked up close at a feather. It is kind of cool because you can actually see the bottom of the pan itself and how it attaches inside that compact, something you don't get to see with the normal black MAC packaging. So this one is Postmodernist Peach. And this one is hard to pronounce because I don't speak French, but it's Haute Demoiselle d'Avignon. For all you French speakers, that's the name in writing. You can see that kind of duochrome reflection on there, hopefully. So we're going to swatch with a powder brush. This is the blending brush from e.l.f. And we're going to start with Postmodernist Peach, which is described as a warm peachy glow. This looks really nice on the skin, very refined shimmer. You may not be able to tell right now, but I'll show you up close in a second. So it's a very natural, more subtle highlight. You may have a difficult time seeing on the camera, but it's definitely noticeable in person on the skin. Let's layer it up with a second layer to see how it builds. So here's layer number 2. Oh, I'm a little surprised. It doesn't build up too much in terms of the strength of the finish, but this is a really, really pretty, more natural highlight. Okay, next we're going to swatch I'm not going to say the whole name because I don't know how to say it, but that Hot Damn shade. And this is described as a shimmering rose gold. Again, very refined shimmer, super pretty on the skin. Add a second layer. Definitely don't think it's necessary, but for people who want a more strong highlight. Again, nothing crazy, even when you layer it. And that's what it looks like up close. And here are the two shades side by side. Again, on camera it may not look like anything special, but it's definitely noticeable on the skin. But the super refined shimmer just makes it look really seamless. Then I'm also going to do some finger swatches to see what they look like, if you may want to use them for eyeshadows, or just to see how much pigmentation we can get out of them. Wow! Ooh, so pretty! I'm a little surprised, but yeah, definitely if you wanted to have a more concentrated showing of shine and color, you can use your fingers or put them on the lids. So that's what those two look like up close. Next up are the eyeshadows, which retail for $18 each. Now there's actually a total of 6 eyeshadow shades, but one of those is Omega, which is a staple and permanent shade in MAC's line. So that's why I didn't pick that one up. I think the rest of these shades are new, or at the very least not permanent shades. Now these have the standard eyeshadow description, but MAC does say you can apply these wet or dry. I probably will only apply these wet because they are more matte or satin finish shades. These shadows also come in standard MAC packaging, except that the packaging or plastic is clear. They still snap shut, and no special embossing or anything on these. This shade is Back to Surreality. Paint by Umber. Keep Still, but it's STIJL. This one is Trompe l'oeil, but it's spelled LOL. And this one is Bougie Babe. I am swatching with an Eve Pearl 103 brush, starting with Back to Surreality. And this is described as a yellowish nude. Goes on super smoothly. And I do all these swatches over eyeshadow primer and a really thin layer of translucent powder. Next up is Paint by Umber, described as an orange coral. Doesn't seem to be too orangey or too corally to me. It's definitely a warm-based nude. Third up is Keep Still, described as a dirty rosy pink, which I think is accurate. Fourth is Trompe l'oeil. This one's described as a soft bone nude, and unlike the first 3, which were pretty much matte, this one has a bit of shimmer in it. And fifth is Bougie Babe, described as a reddish brown. This one is a little less creamy than the other shades. All right, those are your eyeshadow shades swatched. We got a little bit of that last shade flecked on here, but for the most part, these go on really nicely. And the first few may be softer in color, but they definitely aren't lacking in pigmentation. Glide over the skin pretty effortlessly. The last shade, a little less so it required a little more work. And last up, we have the limited edition lipsticks. These retail for $19.50 each, and I will show you all 5 shades. So for the lipsticks, not only is the packaging clear, but they are flat topped, unlike the normal kind of rounded MAC lipsticks that you get. Inside there is silver, standard twist up bullet. This shade is Fleur de Coral. I think this is actually a re-promoted shade, so not permanent in the line, but it's been released before. Next shade is Yash. I think this is also a shade that has been released previously, but isn't permanent in the line. Baroque the Internet. A little play on words there. This one's Sugar Sweet Cameo. The bullet came like this, and it's actually loose in there in the tube, so hopefully we can swatch it okay. And last is Sugar Dada. Another fun play on words there. Fleur de Coral is a light peach shade. Yash is a deep neutral. So the first shade is a luster finish or formula lipstick, and then the second one is a matte formula lipstick. Baroque the Internet is described as a warm nudie pink. Seems like a nudie berry to me. This is also a matte shade. Next is Sugar Sweet Cameo. Gotta swatch this kind of gently. This is a mid-toned coral pink. And this is also a matte formula shade. And last is Sugar Dada, which is a warm brownish orange. and is also a matte finish shade. So there are your 5 lipstick shades for mattes, 1 luster. So you get a bit of a sheen on that first one and a more flat finish on the others. All of them good color. The mattes are surprisingly creamy. All right, so there you have MAC's Loud and Clear collection. I think that the clear packaging is refreshing. I personally like it, but I can see a lot of people not liking it. I can also see myself not really liking it after a bit of time has passed. I think right now it's more novelty and it's new and different, which is what kind of attracts me to it. But I don't know how well this packaging will age. I also like that this collection is very well formulated across the board. The quality and consistency is good. And the colors are very accessible, so it's not a loud and in-your-face, bright spring color collection, even though the name says loud and clear. It is more subdued, and the colors are a lot more wearable for most people. Of course, that may not make it as interesting, especially if you have a large makeup collection already and you have shades like this. The other thing is that the clear packaging does increase the price of each product by a little bit, not much. The difference is, I think, 50 cents more for the lipsticks and then $1 more for the skin finishes and the eyeshadows. But you'll probably be able to find quite similar shades in MAC's regular line of permanent makeup. So you'll probably be able to avoid paying that extra for the kinds of shades, maybe with the exception of the extra dimension skin finishes. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. In particular, do you like this clear packaging? Do you hate it? Any other thoughts that you have about the collection, and of course any questions that you have. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was helpful to you. If you liked it and have a couple seconds, please give the video a thumbs up. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.